I realize now that I probably should have done a before pic, but I am transforming this Monster High that was donated by my awesome cousin. He is tagged below. Anyway, I am transforming it into a weird Barbie Army HQ. Yeah, yeah. This is gonna work. I mean, if you see, I've already gotten started over here with some paint. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so yeah, I hope you did not tune in expecting to see something other than cycle, because it's legit just gonna be me gluing layers together of tulle together while I just randomly drop that stuff. So what I'm doing is, well, besides the obvious of gluing layers of tulle together, is since I'm working on that Monster High, and I'm turning it into a weird Barbie HQ. The thing is, like, I want it to be gorgeous, okay? I don't really want it to be weird. I know that sounds kind of odd, but stick with me, let me explain. Okay, yeah, since I've just messed up all up, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so I watched an interview, God knows where, because, like, y'all, I'm terminally online. It's a problem. And, yeah, I saw an interview somewhere of Kate McKinnon, and she was talking about how, like, as her, weird Barbie turn, it was, like, very intentionally weird, And that's the thing with the Barbies I'm making. I'm not making Barbies that, are conventionally something you would call weird. But they probably would have been called weird, in high school, because, let's face it, all the cool kids are. Okay, just a fair warning, there is a Tara in here with me, so who knows if we're going to get some Tara butt in here or not? We shall see, Okay, since I've got one of these sides glued together now, this is going to be fun, you guys. I am not very great with, the gluing and the whatnotting and the in general, the living. But in the cute sense, I have some issues with the crafts I like to pull off. And one of those crafts I like to pull off is working with tulle. And I don't have the hands for it anymore, but oh my god, how I like to pretend I do, right? So, okay. We're gonna pretend this is working really, really well, and that I'm not just burning the crap out of my fingers and taking advantage of the fact that hardly takes like a whole second to dry. Okay, the thing about this whole project is my little baby cousin is the one who gave me the Monster High, and such a sweetie. I'm looking around my office, there's actually stuff all over from her. Anyway, I want to turn her Monster High into, well, something great, something like amazeballs, something just like super fantastic. So that's what we're doing. Her dad can rest assured there's more than one person on the internet trying to do things to make that little girl happy. Oh. Well, we are just kind of like that family, though. We're a big family. We're a super big family. But we were like close growing up. At least some of us were, because we were like only children and we didn't have any other siblings. And it was, oh god, you guys, it showed. And yeah, so we're like, I guess, the only aunts our kids are ever gonna have, right? On our side, at least. So hopefully we do them well. Okay. Now we've got lots of glue strings. Let's pull these off. So I had something I was gonna talk about in here today, but you know what? I think I'm gonna talk about fostering kitties. because that's come up recently. I've done it. You see, if you've watched my channel at all, you've seen me do it. Well, you've seen me with at least one of the kittens that went to a home, and it's actually like super helpful. The home that it went to is boyfriend's old boss, so I get to find out like what's going on with the kitty, which makes fostering so much better. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth, like I cried my little eyes out when I was taking that little girl up to her new mommy, and you know, it's part of it. Yeah, she looked exactly like freaking Tara. Exactly. And her new mommy was the other day talking to boyfriend and mentioned the whole thing that like, isn't she Tara's kiddo though? And like, you know, Tara's only 7 months old. And he explained to her that she is actually the baby of the stray I take care of outside, and somehow she just looks identical to our little baby. It's so crazy. I got a picture printed out the other day, you know, because I'm cheap and... Oh, if this is your first video watching me, I'm Lynn, and I'm a cheap-ass bastard. Anyway, I use that thing free prints, right? And it's not for like a ton of prints or anything. Just, you know, some that I'd like to put in frames and decorate the house with and make look super cute. And anyway, I got one of me and Tara, and it was when she was just a baby. And looking at it, immediately, boyfriend was asking if it was grits. And I was like, no, I was very sure during that whole fostering period to not take pictures like that. I didn't want pictures of me holding a new baby, you know, because like these little fur babies, some of us, we don't have kids, you guys, and we have fur babies. Oh god, it hurts to let them go. And yeah, so gosh, I don't know, how the crap do I recommend fostering at this point? Because I think it's probably still a worthwhile effort, but god, it's hell on the soul. And oh my god, did my eyes get so red? And yeah, I'm an atheist and I talk about the soul and Bart's soul and Mom's soul. Sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to go, like, blow my nose and then, like, recover from the ordeal. I swear to God, since I had COVID, what the, huh? What was I trying to say there? Never mind. Yeah, since I had that thing, my lungs just really didn't recover like I kind of hoped they would. I was talking to an NP about it this morning, and she had it a few weeks ago. Apparently, she didn't have any, like, lung issues, and I'm like, oh, yay, that's awesome. And then she decided that, you know, maybe now let's go ahead and go over your entire vitals. And then I ended up telling her the whole story of like, oh, okay, so I spent like most of my 30s in a wheelchair, and I really thought we had had this conversation before, but maybe we did, maybe we didn't. Anyways, then I went from the wheelchair to the walker, and then I went from the walker to the cane, and now I hope that I can control my legs, and we go from there, see how things turn out. It's sometimes good, sometimes bad. But I do usually carry a kitten with me because I do be tripping. Like, quite literally, I do be tripping, you guys. Also, don't ever do anything I say. Be that in the forum, like a comment, a Reddit thread, a YouTube comment. Just never do anything I say. I'm not meant to be advice or followed or anything like that. I am a crazy weirdo who is in therapy quite regularly and just hanging out. Yeah, so don't do anything I did. So my dumbass left a YouTube comment because that's what I do. Yay, comment. And I thought I was being cute and snarky, and then someone was like, oh, let's try it right now. Like, no, dude, don't. You don't have to, like, ruin the joke for everybody. Like, what up with that? Like, why do you have to be a buzzkill? So I went and I edited the comment, like, don't be a dumbass and try this, Kay. I know, you know, whatever. I just don't know why I leave comments on some of the videos I leave comments on. And it's not even really the videos so much as like, this was like a YouTube poll, and I think I looked at another one of the YouTube poll earlier, and it was all just like, I was looking back at the channel that I left the video on, and like, I have a lot of subscriptions. Like, it's a crazy, crazy number. And I don't think about it really. If I watch a video and I like somebody's point of view, I will subscribe to their channel. And I usually don't factor in that their audience is probably not the one that I should be interacting with if I'd like to keep my sanity, right? But I forget that. I'm forgetful. Anybody else with ADHD forgetful? I'm forgetful, okay? It happens. It's a thing. Okay, so I've been thinking about this a lot, and there's a lot of like unintentional accommodations that I've made for myself in my life. Like one of them, okay, so I went from like 19 to like 37 without having a credit card. Why is that, you may ask? Am I just like so responsible that I just never decided to take that risk with myself? Oh god, no. I had a credit card when I was 18, and I screwed that up so bad. I like just stopped trying to get a credit card after about 20, and past that point I was like, you know what, if I don't have cash, I probably shouldn't be buying it, because I am a cash kind of person. I've always just been like, you know, minimum wage retail jockey. So like, I was just a cash person, right? So I got a credit card. Yeah, you know where this is going, right? So anyway, I got a credit card when I hit 37, the ripe old age of 37, because my mom was like, you need to build up your credit. And I'm like, I don't really, please, no. And I've already got a bank account, and I haven't seemed to screw that up yet. And let's go ahead and not add any more fuel to this fire, right? But anyway, got a credit card. And then they offered me another one. And y'all, I don't need to have access to money that I don't have. Like, that's this thing. I swear, I need to cut them up. I probably need to cut them up. I'm definitely going to cut them up. I'm not going to cut them up. Maybe I'll put them in a drawer or something. Yeah. Okay, so, like, I had to pull back and regame a little bit because something just wasn't working out. The other side, the other tower that I did, it was, like, so much flatter, and it's exactly the same number of layers and everything. So, yeah, I just need to make it flatter. It needs to be flatter because the other side worked so much better, and this side not so much. Anyway, I was thinking I need to make these hard somehow, and so we had like a 3D printing phase. We've got a bunch of resin left over. I think it's time to use that stuff. Definitely. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm getting all the layers here all over the place, guys, and like smoothing out and burning the crap out of the heel of my hand, because that's what you do. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Do not do what I say. Do not do what I do. Do not pay attention to me. I am like the town idiot, okay? My God. Don't do as I do. That's just foolish. It's gonna get you nowhere. Well, probably in pain. Definitely in pain. Okay, so I was talking about something. Oh yeah, the covfefe and the lungs. I don't know what it is, but like, I have a cough because like I tend to get the best neuropathy results from smoking, so I tend to smoke my weed. So I don't have like the best lungs just in general. I'm pretty rough on them, but then I got COVID and I was really rough on them, just because COVID is apparently really rough on them. That was less than fun, less than ideal, not fantastic. Anyway, my NP, she's not struggling with that one. So, okay. Yeah, anyway, we went over my whole health history. I came back home and I attempted to make Danish butter cookies, which I haven't made since I was a kid. Yeah, this might not turn out great, but you know, we're doing this. Actually, I mean, I did make a batch already. They didn't turn out great. They didn't turn out bad. They turned out pretty decent. Just, I think, a little bit too thick. I probably needed to chill the dough longer and go ahead and roll the dough out, you know, like a normal human being baking person would do. But we know that's just too much trouble for me, right? So anyway, the dough is chilling in the fridge until I can roll it out like a normal person. Yep. I love how you just always inevitably have to give in to Betty Crocker, okay? You just do. Like, you don't want to do what she wants you to do. You don't want to, like, deal with the 5 million steps that she wants you to go through. But, wow, sometimes you just have to suck it up and do it, right? So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna be sucking it up and doing it on the next batch. Current batch has some sprinkles on it. You know, it's festive. Y'all, I haven't made Christmas cookies in ages. Like, I was probably a kid living with my parents the last time I did. And I'm not a kid living with my parents anymore. Although I am kind of trauma-locked in, like, you know, my late teens. And basically, I mean, I feel like I'm like 19 in my head. So that's something, right? But yeah, like, I haven't done it in a while. And we shall see how this goes. For now, I think I'm gonna pull out the resin and some cardboard and some gloves, because that's what a responsible person does. And I'm gonna see if I can't make something hard out of this tool. Make something that especially goes with a tower. Yeah, what is up, Internet Land? I am Lynn, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. For those of you not in the know, I have been for a couple weeks now, I guess actually, yeah, I started prepping even a week before I got here, with materials and things like that. Anyway, I've been renovating a Monster High castle, turning it into a weird Barbie army HQ, because I am weird like that. Yeah, weird like that. So anyway, I decided that I needed to do something with these stairs, and the only thing that was really appropriate, it seemed, was carpeting them. And well, because of the curvature, it means I have to do it like one single step at a time. It's a bit of a tedious, laborious process, but you know, I really want it to look good, and the other side actually turned out so great doing it this way, so I'm gonna stick to it, I suppose. Anyway, so let's talk about some things. Colleen Ballinger, what the actual fuck was that, lady? Okay, so, I don't know about you guys, but I actually kind of preferred Toxic Gossip Train at this point, because at least it was catchy and memorable, and you know, I find myself humming it still to this day every time I hear someone say the word toxic. So, you know, yeah, it just seemed so ingenuine and memorized and scripted, and you know what? I'm talking about it because Peter Mon brought up a very good point from another video he saw. That girl, y'all, she released that on the middle of the weekend, right? And now it's like, what, Wednesday, and people are already done talking about it. So, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna talk about it, because like, why not? It's a thing to talk about. Anyway, she she never apologized to the people that she screwed with, okay? And I can tell you from a perspective of someone having trauma related to parts of their childhood, you know what? An apology actually sometimes does fix a lot of crap, okay? An apology can be worth the world to someone who has been just consistently screwed over, especially by one singular person. And that lady, she's got a history of this, okay? She had that kid working for free for her. She sent him underwear when he was a minor. Like, that's weird, okay? It's weird. I always hate this part where I have to, like, make sure that the glue is in there, right? Because I'm just no good at this details, right? Anyway, on step number 2, woohoo! Okay, so, like, the girl just, she makes all of us weird aunts look bad. And I know I've said this before, and you know what? I'm saying it again because it's true. It's true. She just makes us look like shit. And there's not a nice way I can phrase that because I am a weird aunt. I'm sitting here playing with toys right now, renovating them to make my little baby cousin proud of, you know, giving me this thing to play with and to use as a set for this super project I have in mind. And, you know, I want to make her proud. That's what the weird aunt does, lady. She sits here and carpet stares one at a time because she's worried about how a kiddo is going to react to this thing that she gave her, you know, that she's done with from her childhood, right? But at the same time, it's still, you know, her childhood. I want to make her proud, right? Girl, that's what the weird aunt does, okay? You've got it so wrong. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? Oh, it's that bitch. Right. Anyway, I need to talk about something else probably. Yeah. I'm probably gonna get angrier talking about this one, but you know what? Hey, we'll just deal with it. I am so upset with the price point that has been released on GTA 6. I know that I don't like come across as, you know, a gamer, right? And that's because I'm not. Like, no hate to the gamers. Love you guys. Some of you are probably the only real friends I've had in the past decade or so, so, you know, shout out to those guys. But I'm not really a gamer. I'm a GTA player, right? I've played that game for so long, and I understand they want to get their price point of the hours and things like that, the hours of playtime and blah, 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 blah. But at a certain point, are you expecting this game to go to multiple systems? Because if you're already envisioning that, then I'm envisioning that I'm going to have to give you more than just $150 to play this game long term. I calculated it, and I have GTA 5 has gone through so many systems, it is that old, that I've purchased this game like 5 times. A couple of those were just because I'm really bad with discs, okay? But I'm not any better with digital copies because I changed my gamer tag and then I have to rebuy shit. And I mean, look, maybe some people care about their coins. All I've really ever gotten them from is GTA. So I'm not really all about that coin life, you know? So yeah, I changed my gamer tag when I decide I don't need to talk to someone anymore. I don't need them finding me. Okay, so I used to be in a gamer crew in GTA because that is the only game I can actually play. My backstory is I went straight from a Nintendo, that's like the old school, like big gray block one. Yeah, I went straight from that bad boy into, I guess Sega Dreamcast was the first one I got. And I played that DJ game where you rollerblade, and I don't know, I mean, it was fun, but it wasn't really for me. eventually I got around to the PlayStation side of life, and I started playing GTA. And I don't know, okay, so I've been a really, really good girl my entire life, my entire childhood, and when this game came out, I was like, freaking, I was a child still. I'm actually pretty sure I was 17. So yeah, you know, I had a little pent up, rage, we'll call it rage. Anyway, I'd been like really sheltered, and I went to a Christian school, and we were just encouraged, you know, against anything that was like bad or whatnot. And well, I decided to let it all out on GTA, and I had so much fun with that game. I think I was around for when 3 came out. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go get more glue for my glue gun. Anyway, as I was saying, I was around for the GTA 3 on the PlayStation era. And oh my god, the cheat codes where you could like take the tanks and the flamethrowers and all the things. And oh, I just loved that game, you guys. Loved it so much. Could not play the storyline for crap. But that's kind of what happens with me with any game. I lose interest. I have to have other stuff. It's not ideal. But you know, I get by. So anyways, loved the crap out of that game. And then Vice City came along. Oh my god, the soundtrack on that one, it was so badass. I loved that soundtrack. And like Will Wheaton was on the radio, it was great. Right? Wesley Crusher, woohoo! And then oh god, I think I skipped the whole Los Santos thing, because that was actually during my time in LA when I was, you know, just trying to survive, people, right? Anyway, cheerio topics. Okay, so that was while I was in my LA time. I did not have money for a gaming system at that point. Seriously, like rent at that time was kind of pricey, you know, because it was LA, and I kind of had to put all my money in that. So I did, and now I can't even imagine, like, we watch some of these YouTube channels and like the, you know, like I can't imagine what these people are paying in rent. Like, it just makes me kind of sad. Anyway, total sidetrack. Did not have a gaming system. When I moved to New York, it was 2013, which if you are doing the math, that is 10 years ago, and that is also when GTA 5 came out, right? And I resisted for a little while, I think like 4 months, so I was a little behind in playtime, but that's actually like what I sort of did. I had my laptop going constantly with like television, my comfort shows, my anxiety rewatches, you know, just the usual. And then I had my TV connected to my Xbox, and I played so much GTA. I was on a gaming crew. I was like obsessed with this game. Played it constantly. Ended up spending a couple $100 on just the game. And I'm not talking like the DLCs, like, because obviously those guys were free. And I'm not talking about the shark cards, although I did get one for free. I think that was probably when Xbox One came out. Yeah, there was a bundle on Amazon, and I got a free shark card that I didn't even use on my account, because, like, what do I need to spend money on? I've got the little dresses I like, I've got the cars I like, it's a totally pink garage. You know, I'm doing the damn thing, right? Anyway, I played the crap out of that game, and then when I left New York, I tried a couple of times with the crew that I had played with before, and it was just, I always felt so like, you know, not integral, right? Which is fine. It's fine. But I kind of just like faded off and stopped playing. Then I met boyfriend, and I tried playing for a little bit with him and his friends, and I decided that I could not stand doing that for reasons, and I just kind of stopped again. And currently, as we sit, while I am carpeting these stairs one by one, my Xbox is in a actual filing cabinet at the very bottom drawer. And you know what? I'm just okay with that, because, like, it's okay. I had my confidence shaken when I got told that I couldn't play anything for crap, and I didn't want to play a lot after that. And God, I tried, but it didn't work, guys. It didn't work, right? So I stopped. I figured that, you know, by the time I turned 80 or something, GTA 6 will be out, and maybe, you know, I'll pick it back up. Because, to be honest, driving around Los Santos is hardcore a memory. It is so spot on. The dev team got LA so perfectly in that game. When I first moved to New York in 2013, that game and its similarity to what I had just left in California, oh my God, the roads, like, if I would get, like, nostalgic or, you know, a little bit quote-unquote homesick for the place that wasn't really my home, but my God, did I, whew, yeah, anyway, I made it my home. Yeah, we'll go with that. That sounds like way nicer. Anyway, it was nostalgic. It was like a trip. It was so fantastic. I just loved it. Loved everything about it, right? Everything about it. And now, God, the thought of California. It sounds like actual literal hell. I don't know how anybody is doing it. Because I get, okay, that place has always had a homeless problem, okay? But like, what I'm hearing about now, that doesn't sound like a homeless problem. That sounds like, but I mean, you know, who can be surprised? Because inevitably everybody wants to come to LA. As Felix the House Cat said, everybody's someone in LA. Whether they are or not. Oh, that's a good turn. Anyway, I was kind of hoping that when, you know, 6 came along, it would be, like, different enough that I wouldn't associate it with, like, the negative connotations or that group that I was playing with or those people that I was playing with or any of that stuff. And, you know, it would just be, like, fun again. Because I miss when GTA was just, like, fun again. But real talk, $150? Like, guys, that's a lot of doll hairs. Like, I don't have that many doll hairs. I have a lot of dolls. I don't have that many doll hairs. They priced me out. Because, like, that's really telling here, but that's about a 10th of my monthly income because I am one of those, you know, brain damaged humans who can't function in society without going a little craziness, and as such, they think I can live on, you know, almost nothing. So, yeah, that's about a 10th of my income, my monthly income. Guys, there's no way. And, like, if somebody wants to give me a gift of it, honestly, I can't take $150 gift. That is also insane. No. Plus, if this thing is going to exist on more than one console, am I seriously only going to be paying for this game one time? Because I can't imagine that that's accurate. With the way Rockstar does things, look, we're going to be on the Xbox 92. Oh, that's going to be funny. How do you start going backwards to go forward? I make myself laugh. Anyway, we're going to be on the Xbox 92 before we're even talking about GTA 7. That's just this reality, okay? This is the timeline we live in. Don't argue with me about it. I didn't choose it. Talk to the guys on community. Okay. This thing is gonna go through a few systems. And with inflation being what it is, you know, something that generally tends to trend upward and not downward, Over time, it's just going to stay the same, or, you know, possibly even get more expensive. And so on our Xbox 72s, when we're freaking upgrading again, it's gonna be like $175. And that's gonna be on sale. And like, I'm not prepared to commit that much to a game. As much as I love it, and as much as it was my life and probably kept my sanity when I was sick, when I was like at the worst parts of being sick, right? This is the only way I stayed sane. I had this game. I guess I'm just not going to have this game, because I can't go back to playing the one. Too many icky memories, right? I can't go back to 5. I just can't. My time with 5 is done. And I guess, given that they have priced me out of any future variants, my time with GTA is done. As a result, it's God, that's depressing. Anyway, I understand they want to get value from hours played of the game, but why can't they just do the model that every other company does and just like charge, you know, it's like $7 or something for a DLC? They have enough players, they would get their $7 when they come out with a DLC. Like, no, you instead you want to give away all the DLCs for free, which is fantastic, but are y'all even gonna do that anymore with this new game? Because I mean, if y'all are starting out at like $150, I can't imagine you're gonna be giving away stuff on the back end. Oh, Rockstar, you've changed. Oh, how sad. Well, anyways, I'm on the last step here, and then I am gonna go like bake some more cookies or something, because this has just depressed me. Yeah. So I've made some changes. Yo, what is up, my lovelies? Okay, so I've decided it is time for a proper tour of this place. So we've got, of course, content creator Barbie up there, and we've got the moment precariously placed on a balcony. I'm sure that's not going to cause any problems or anything. So anyways, just kind of focused on what would weird Barbie do palette. And we've got lots of sparkles, we've got lots of color, we've got adorable little rugs here, you know, because it was a kind of a trip hazard for the Barbies that aren't going to be walking by themselves. So, you know, what else? Anyway, we've just got like super colorful everything. And we gave some fur to the building and a little bit of work to the clock tower, bat signal up in the sky, and, you know, we've kind of temporarily taken over this couch. We've got our little retired gymnast Barbie down there and retired ballerina. And of course our batteryless teen talk, so we have no idea what she says, really. So yeah, anyway, and our Ford gangster Barbie up there. And down here we've got Lucy with a chest. I'll let you continue that thought. But anyways, that's the full tour of what we have done with the Monster High Castle, turning it into a weird Barbie Army HQ. So, yay! Peace out, my lovelies.